If you think the Super Bowl might have had an effect on card prices and my voice, well, you would be right. But we've got a lot of basketball cards, plus some hockey and even some boxing to talk about today as well, all in today's Top 5 Cards. Hello, sports card investors. That probably is the roughest hello I've given my voice, guys. I'm sorry. I was vlogging Saturday at Collecticon here in Atlanta. We had a huge trade night Saturday night at Cards HQ. I was live during that. Then I was breaking Saturday night. Then I did another live stream on Sunday. Forgive me, my voice hasn't caught up yet. I might have been yelling a little bit at the TV during the Super Bowl Sunday night as well, which didn't help. But none of that is going to prevent me from giving you the top 5 cards today, because we have a lot to talk about. Some cards that have gone absolutely crazy. And right off the bat, I want to let you know this is a massive week here at Cards HQ and Sports Card Investor, because tomorrow, Wednesday, is release day for the brand new 2025 Top Series 1 Baseball. And we have it for you, no matter where you are in the world. Wednesday, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, we're going live on Cards HQ Breaks on Whatnot. I'm going to put a QR code up on the screen. We will be breaking on Cards HQ Breaks on Whatnot, starting at 9 a.m., going all the way late into the night. We're also going to be live on Cards HQ Shop on Whatnot, starting a little bit after noon. And we're going to be live on Cards HQ Alley in the evening. All 3 channels will be ripping packs and boxes for you of Top Series 1 Baseball. So make sure to join. And if you scan that QR code, or if you click the link in our show description below, if you're a first-time Whatnot customer, you're going to get $15 in free credit when you sign up for Whatnot. All right, let's start today's show by taking a look at the overall sports card market with the Market Pulse by Market Movers. It was a pretty good week last week for the SCI 500 index of the 500 most prominent sports cards, up almost 1%, and we're up on the year overall going back to January 1st. The reason, perhaps, that last week was so good, it's that basketball category of 2018 through 2020. I can think of a few players in that category, maybe who were, traded, in the last week, or things like that happened, which might have boosted some card prices in that category. In fact, you're going to see one of them on today's list, but maybe not the one you're thinking about right now. So let's go ahead and jump into those cards that are going up and down the most. It is time for today's Top 5. We're starting today with a cold card, as we do every week on the show, because it is a reminder that sometimes the hottest cards in the sports card hobby that are featured on this show, sometimes they quickly get cold. And look, there is a rule that you can almost bet on every year, that when a sport enters its off season, the cards cool down in price. And that is what has happened with Bo Nix. Yes, that's correct. Despite the fact that Bo Nix had an amazing rookie campaign for the Denver Broncos, he did, of course, guide them to their first postseason appearance since 2015. They got eliminated in the wild card round, but nonetheless, that was a big accomplishment by Bo Nix and the Broncos. And Bo Nix finished his rookie campaign with impressive stats. He threw for almost 3,000 yards, and he had 20 touchdowns. Surely his cards will be hot as we get towards the start of next season. But right now, because we are now officially in the offseason, his cards have been falling. And we'll take a look here in Market Movers. I'm going to show you 6 of his cards. This is his 2023 Bowman Chrome University Prospect Auto and PSA 10. Actually have that card. Beautiful card. 2024 Mosaic base card in PSA 10. Also, we're going to look at the NFL debut from Mosaic in PSA 10. We're going to look at the raw of his stained glass from Mosaic 2024. We're also going to look at his Prism Silver in raw condition as well. Nice looking card there. Classy cards with those 2024 Prism Silvers. Finally, this 2024 Origins card, we'll look at that one in PSA 10 condition. You can see on the chart, all of these really falling back over the last 30 days. Lots of red here. These cards are down anywhere between about 9% and all the way down at, 54%. We're seeing drops, like, for example, his Prism Silver in raw condition. 30 days ago, people were buying those raw condition Prism Silver cards for as much as $213. Most recent sale, $98 on that card. How about a stained glass in raw condition? 30 days ago, that was a $525 card. most recently sold for $330. So we're seeing a lot of price fall with Bo Nix. But look, here's the thing. There probably is a buy opportunity around the corner. Continue to use a product like Market Movers to track how his card prices are trending. And when you see them start to plateau and maybe tick back up a little bit, which will probably happen, my guess, sometime in the next 30 to 60 days, that might be the moment to buy, because I believe these cards are probably headed back up as we get into the summer months, and particularly late summer when you have the national and we're getting close to the start of the next NFL season. So keep an eye on Bo Nix, and of course Market Movers is a great way to do that. But now let's talk about cards going up, and we're starting with our investment card of the week, and this week it is Muhammad Ali, the all-time great legendary boxer, widely regarded as one of the greatest athletes in history. He, of course, had incredible boxing skill combined with quick footwork, bold personality, and he was an icon outside of the boxing ring as well. He was a 3-time world heavyweight champion. He also won a gold medal in the 1960 Olympics, finished his career with 56 wins, 5 losses, and 37 knockouts. And a lot of people remember Ali now through his cards. He doesn't have a lot of cards. But if we look here in Market Movers, we're going to see his most important card. This is his 1960 Hemet's Journal card. What is considered to be his rookie card. We're going to look at this card in PSA 8 condition, PSA 7, and PSA 8.5. There was a sale of this just recently in PSA 8.5 at a very high price point. We're looking on the chart over the last year. These are low population cards. The PSA 8.5 is a total population of 7. The PSA 8 is a total population of 26. The PSA 7 is a total population of 26. And full disclosure, I own one of these. Love this card. Big part of my PC. No intention of selling it. A card that I'm going to hold on to for a very long time. And you can see it has been a good investment for me. Over the last year, this is what these cards have done in the market. They're up 17 to 36%. The PSA 7, a year ago, you could have bought for around $5,100. Now it's at $6,000. The PSA 8, a year ago, you could have bought for $11,000. Now it is at $15,000. And the PSA 8.5, a year ago, was a little under $15,000. And the most recent sale of that card was $18,000. Very nice to see these increases on Ali's rookie card. But now let's turn our attention to players playing today. And the number 5 card today is Dustin Wolf, the goaltender for the Calgary Flames. Now, the Flames have had an up and down season, but they are currently in strong contention for a wild card spot in this year's Stanley Cup playoffs. And their goaltender, he won NHL Rookie of the Month honors in January 2025, capturing 7 wins in 10 games. Wolf had a standout performance with 38 saves against the Winnipeg Jets last month, and he now has a record of 19-11-3 on the year with a solid 2.63 goals against average and a .912 save percentage. All of this means good things for his card prices. Let's take a look here in Market Movers, and this is the 2023 Upper Deck Young Guns base card, the card that is kind of considered the preeminent rookie card for any rookie player in hockey, the one that most people most commonly chase. We're going to look at that one in PSA 10 condition. We're going to look at it in PSA 9 condition. We're also going to look at the Outburst Silver version of that card in raw condition. And then finally, we're going to look at the SP Authentic Future Watch Auto number to $9.99 in raw condition as well. And over the last 30 days, these have all had nice upwards movement, up anywhere between 12% and about 66%. The PSA 10 has jumped from $87 up to about $98. The PSA 9 from $21 up to about $35. The Outburst Silver Raws jumped from around $49 up to $59, and the SP Future Watch Authentic Raw from $126 up to $150. Let's go to basketball for the number 4 card today, and it is Matas Buzelis, the forward for the Chicago Bulls. The Bulls have had a challenging season. They're still 9 games below 500, but you know what? There's still a chance they could sneak into a play-in game at the end of the season. But despite all that, Buzelis has been making a strong impact during his rookie season. The former 11th overall pick in the 2024 draft has averaged 15 points over the last 6 games, a notable jump from his season average of around 6 points. He was also recently selected to participate in the NBA Slam Dunk contest during All-Star Weekend, so that will certainly bring a little bit more attention to him and his cards. And let's take a look at some of Buzelis' cards here in Market Movers. He doesn't have a ton out yet, but we do have his 2022 Bowman University Inception card. We're going to look at the first autograph here in raw condition. We're also going to look at his 2023 Topps Chrome McDonald's All-American autograph in raw condition, as well as his 2023 Topps Chrome Chrome autographs McDonald's All-American in raw condition. And then finally, his 2024 Prism Draft Picks Color Blast in raw condition as well. All 4 of these moving up quite a bit over the last 30 days. Some of these percentages are wild. That first Bowman auto from Bowman Inception 2022 is up almost 300%. Now, granted, that was a $5 card 30 days ago, but it most recently sold for $20. Maybe that card's still sitting in some value bin at some card shop or card show somewhere for you to grab. And how about his 2023 Topps Chrome autograph in raw condition from McDonald's All-American? That was around an $8 or $9 card 30 days ago, most recently sold for $32. So yeah, even though he doesn't have a lot of cards, the ones of Buzelis that are out there, they are trending up. Let's stick with basketball for the number 3 card today, and we are going with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the guard for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, the Thunder have really run away with the West so far this season. They've been very dominant. Looks like they will have that number 1 seed most likely when they head into the playoffs later this year. And of course, their superstar, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, has been nothing short of spectacular this year. He's currently leading the league in scoring with 32.7 points per game on almost 53% shooting. And over the past 3 weeks, he's had not 1, but 3 games where he has eclipsed the 50-point mark, further showcasing his dominance this season. He is absolutely one of the leading candidates for MVP. This is probably Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's MVP year. He very well could actually run away with the MVP award this year. And his card prices, man, they have been hot. Let's take a look here in Market Movers. 4 of his 2018 rookie cards we're going to look at. We're going to look at his Prism Base in PSA 10. We're going to look at his Prism Silver in PSA 10 from 2018. We're going to look at his Donruss Base in PSA 10. We're going to look at his Hoops Base in PSA 10 as well. And then he doesn't have a lot of, I don't think he has a Kaboom. And his downtowns, he's got a couple of 2023 downtowns from 2023 1-1, but he doesn't have a lot of these short print insert cards. We're going to look at that 2023 downtown from 1-1 in raw condition. We're also going to look at the image variation of that 2023 downtown in raw condition as well. All of these moving up nicely in the sports card market over the last 30 days. We're seeing big increases on these. His Prism Base 30 days ago was $106, and now it's $137. His Donruss Base has jumped from $53 to $67. His Hoops Base has jumped from $42 to $55. And on the higher end, his Prism Silver from $800 up to $841, all of those in PSA 10. And then in raw condition, his 2 downtowns have jumped, one of them jumped about $250. The regular downtowns jumped from $1,650 up to $1,900. And then the variations jumped about $100 over the last 30 days. It's nice to see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting some recognition in the basketball card market. Our number 2 card today is a basketball player who saw his cards shoot up because of a big trade. And no, it's not Luka. Luka was on last week's top 5. Luka has absolutely dominated the headlines for the last couple of weeks, and his cards popped off. But over the last week, we saw even more upwards movement from none other than De'Aaron Fox. Yes, the new guard for the San Antonio Spurs. Fox was brought to the Spurs to bolster the Spurs roster alongside rising star Victor Wembanyama as they look to make a push for the playoffs down the stretch. And in his debut Fox set a franchise record by scoring 42 points. So he has made an immediate impact for the Spurs, and his card prices have made an immediate impact in the basketball card market. Let's go back here to Market Movers, and I've got 5 of his rookie cards up from 2017, including his 2017 Prism Silver, his 2017 Prism Base, his 2017 Optic Base. This is his 2017 Optic Shock. And then finally his 2017 Optic Red and Yellow, all of those in PSA 10 condition. Look how those popped here on the right side of the graph. My goodness, when that trade news hit, they have really, really all taken off. In fact, over the last 30 days, these cards are up anywhere between 26% and all the way up at 74%. His Prism Silver PSA 10 has jumped from $200 up to $280. His Prism Base has jumped from around $28 up to about $49. His Optic Base from $21 up to $32. His Optic Shock from around $48 up to $72, and his Optic Red and Yellow from around $25 up to $31, all of those in PSA 10. What a nice rise for De'Aaron Fox's cards. All right, guys, we've made it. My voice has made it. We've made it here to the #1 card in today's show. But before I give it to you, let me remind you that all of the charts and graphs are from Market Movers. And look, the sports card market is actually really hot right now. We're seeing prices of a lot of cards move up. You need Market Movers. You need Market Movers to keep an eye on your cards. It will track your collection. It will let you look up the price of absolutely any card. And you need that information so you know maybe when it's time to sell. Maybe you should be selling some of your cards that are on this list today or that are moving up that we didn't even feature today. Get a little bit of money, put it into cards that maybe are going down, like some football cards right now that might heat up again as we get into next season. And of course, Market Movers will help you with all of that. Just go to sportscardinvestor.com and click Market Movers in the main menu bar, or go to the App Store on your phone, search for Market Movers, and download the Market Movers app right now. You can try it for free. Okay, guess who the #1 card of the week is? I bet a lot of you were probably able to guess. It is none other than your Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. Yes, the Philadelphia Eagles won the 2025 Super Bowl in an absolutely dominant fashion, defeating the Kansas City Chiefs. And 2 years after falling short against the Chiefs, Jalen Hurts vowed the Eagles would return, and this time they delivered. Hurts put on a stellar performance. He threw for 221 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also added 72 rushing yards and a touchdown on 11 carries, and all of that led him to win Super Bowl MVP honors. Now, I will tell you the truth. I actually think they should have given the Super Bowl, the MVP, to one of the defensive players on the Eagles. I think Sweat probably should have gotten the MVP award. But look, Hurts was great as well. And of course, they almost always give the MVP to the quarterback. So there you go, Jalen Hurts. He did deserve it, even though I think the defensive line deserved it a little bit more. But let's take a look at Jalen Hurts' cards. They were already going up over the last few weeks, and then that Super Bowl victory caused them to jump up even more. You can see that on the right side of the chart, what those cards did right as he was winning the Super Bowl Sunday night. Over the last 30 days, these cards are all up, all in the green, all up quite a bit of money. And of course, the ones that we're looking at here are his 2020 Mosaic base card in PSA 10, his 2020 Prism base card in PSA 10. On the higher end, we're going to look at his 2020 Optic Downtown in PSA 10. We're also going to look at his 2020 Donruss base in PSA 10, his 2020 Optic Hollow in PSA 10, and then finally his 2020 Phoenix Fireburst. A little bit of an underrated card, in my opinion. I love the design of these Phoenix Fireburst cards. We're going to look at that one in PSA 10 condition, and all of these, doesn't matter which one you have, it's gone up a lot. Over the last 30 days, his Mosaic PSA 10 base has jumped from $25 up to over $46. His Prism base from $45 up to almost $86. His Optic Downtown from around $1,600 up to close to $2,100 in PSA 10 condition. His Donruss base from $38 up to almost $58. His Optic Hollow from $164 up to $214. And his Phoenix Fireburst from around $42 up to $66, all of those in PSA 10 condition. Now, I will give you a little bit of a warning. now is not the moment to buy Jalen Hurts cards, because we see this every year. The player who wins the Super Bowl, his cards spike Super Bowl night and maybe a day or two after the Super Bowl, but then they start to fall as we head into the offseason. So his prices will probably come down some over the next 60 days or so. Then maybe if you want to buy Jalen Hurts, just wait. Just wait a couple of months. Pick some up then. They'll be a little bit less expensive, and you'll be able to pick up some wonderful cards for your collection at a better price than what you can get them for today. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please give it a like and please give it a subscribe and go get Market Movers. You need it. It's going to be a great way for you to track Jalen Hurts' cards and all of the guys in today's program. Go to sportscardinvestor.com and click Market Movers in the main menu bar or download the Market Movers app. Don't forget, Top Series 1 release day tomorrow. Join us on Whatnot, Cards HQ Breaks, Cards HQ Shop, Cards HQ Alley. We're live starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Cards HQ Breaks with Top Series 1 Baseball. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.